Hi, my name is Dany Lescano, and I'm 20 years serving with Latin Link.
Hola, mi nombre es Flavia y hace 20 años que estoy sirviendo con Latin Link.
Hello, I'm Priscilla, and this April, Hans and myself will have been in Argentina for 33 years. Yeah, well, in my case, it's very interesting because I feel like missions is part of my DNA. I'm a TCK, so my parents were missionaries, and then in my teen years, my parents worked behind the Iron Curtain. And so it's just something that God has been in my life, my whole life. It's not because my parents did it. I definitely felt my own calling to do that, but very much an ongoing call throughout life.
Bueno, para mí creo que mi llamado fue cuando todavía era muy joven, estaba en la escuela secundaria. Sí, creo que sentí muy fuerte de Dios el servirlo de esa manera, servirlo como misionera. Crecí rodeada también de misioneros y creo que eso marcó mucho mi vida, pero siempre supe que eso era lo que tenía que hacer, obviamente porque Dios lo puso en mi corazón.
When I was 18 years old, God talked to me very deeply and called me, and He told me that I would be working full-time for Him. Then I went to uni, and after 10 years, I thought that maybe it was some crazy idea or emotional things that happened when I was 18. But suddenly I start to see steppers and striders around my church. So I asked the Breekveldt, who were recently coming to my church, why these people are coming to the country, what happened with them. So then I became more interested, and I started to help them with the stride. I couldn't talk any English at all in those days, so I was helping with people who could talk Spanish culturally. But then they said, "Oh, look, we are looking for a short-term coordinator." So since that moment, my heart was full of, I don't know what's expressed, but of God and telling me, saying, "Okay, this is the one that I promised you when you were 18." So then I start all the process, and I became a short-term coordinator and I did this for 9 years. For the last 3 years, I'm working in the indigenous area in the north of Argentina. So I am working with Wichi, Tobas, and Chorotes communities. We have 202 churches, and we love to work with them, for them, and we feel really privileged that God put us in this place to show His love and to show His mercy and to show His salvation. So we are so happy and pleased working in that.
Bueno, actualmente estoy trabajando con una comunidad en un barrio muy de bajos recursos en las afueras de la ciudad, trabajando sobre todo con mujeres que viven en un contexto de violencia, droga, un contexto muy difícil. Eso por un lado, y también trabajando en el área médica con comunidades indígenas en el norte de Argentina.
Yeah, so thinking of the areas and the people called to work with would definitely also be passing on the baton to the next generation. In mentoring, in leadership, whether it's locally in Salta or maybe through other kind of mentoring, and with the women who are part of the Anglican diocese as well, and then also very specifically through the Perspectives course, which is an experience that allows people to understand better God's mission for the Christian Church.
Yeah. Bueno, creo que lo que más me animó a mí a seguir en los momentos que quisiera más difíciles o que deseaba escapar de este plan de Dios para mí, fue ver lo que Dios hacía en las personas. cuando veía personas transformadas o la obra de Dios en las personas, quizá no tenía que ver directamente conmigo, pero lo que Dios iba haciendo muy a pesar de mí, eso siempre me incentivó a seguir y decir, bueno, no puedo dejar, yo quiero seguir viendo esto, seguir viendo lo que Dios está haciendo. Y creo que sí, es maravillarme con la obra de Dios en las personas lo que me anima siempre a poder seguir.
What has enabled me to keep going? It's a great question to think about, but I do believe that it's knowing that it is where God wanted me to be, as a sense of obedience, but a sense of massive privilege. I often think this is the best thing in the world to be able to be doing, God calling us to say, come along with me and do what you're doing. Not always seeing great results. God's faithfulness, definitely God's faithfulness, a community around, the team that has grown into like family. It's easy to read verses in the Bible where it says you leave your family and to follow Jesus and he will give it to you again. And he really has done in our case. We have a family in Salta in Argentina, and those are the things that keep us going too.
In my case, I think God was really good. When I knew that that was all that God was telling me to do, to work with short-term programs, I say yes. But then I knew that Latinly will not pay you. You have to raise your money. And I say, what's this? I am a Latin person. How can I do this? So then after a couple of days, I say, no, I cannot cope with it. But then God was very good, showing me, pushing me, fighting with me, until after 3 days fighting, I have to say, okay, God, you are calling me, you will provide, I will follow you. So I say yes. And since then, God was really good. He was just supporting me all the time, taking me with faithfulness all the time, showing His mercy, His will in my life all the time, guiding me. I think God was good, and He was supporting me all the time.